This is the Bluetti AC180 solar portable power station. 1800 watts and 1152 watt hours. It has a capacity of up to 2700 watts of power lifting mode. So it has turbo. It comes with an app, so you can take the app and you can put it on turbo and power lifting mode. It has 11 output ports for multiple devices. It's you can charge it 4 different ways, and it has a smart control and monitor with the Bluetti app. Supposedly it charges from 0 to 80% in 45 minutes with 1400 watt AC input. But my experience, so when I first got it, it was around 55 watts, 55%. And so it took me about an hour and 20 minutes to get it to 100. It's eco-friendly, clean, quiet, and cost-effective. Okay. This also can be used with the Bluetti Power 1 charger, I believe is, and you can use a solar panel with it, or you can charge it in a regular port. So let's turn it on. So to turn it on, you just push the outlet, the on button, and we are at 100%. It has USB-C, 100 watts, USB-A, SVOC. It has USB-A, SVOC 3A, and it has the DC output and the outlets. You can switch it from DC to AC. You can run it all at the same time. Here is the charging wire for the outlet, and around the back, this is where the outlet will go, right here. It also has the fan here and a fan here, and on the top it has the wireless charging on the top, so I could put my phone or tablet there and charge it. So I'm going to put my tablet here and see what it does. You see my tablet is at 72% and it is charging my tablet. So what I want to do is I want to do some tests on this, and I want to use a couple of different devices to see how much power they take. So I have some organic white rice that I want to cook in my hot pot. I want to see how much power it uses to cook the rice completely. So I've added my rice and my water and a little bit of salt, and I'm going to plug it in to the Bluetti, and I'm going to see what the wattage is. Let's turn this on, and I always turn this on low because it gets so hot. So we are at 400 and around 80 watts, and it tells me right here that it can run for 3 hours. So let's put the lid on And let's see how long it takes to cook this rice. Stopwatch on my tablet so I can see how long it takes to cook. So we are at 18 minutes and 42 seconds. And here is what our rice is looking like. I have stirred it a couple times because this particular hot pot gets really hot and there's no way to turn it down. So I had to stir the rice so it didn't stick on the bottom. And let's see where we are on the Bluetti. We are at 83%. Let me show you on the app. So this has now it's saying 2.6 hours that this device will run. So now you get a good idea about how long this battery will last before it's dead. So let's go ahead and turn that off. I want to, there we go. I've unplugged it and I'll just let the lid sit on there for a little while because that rice is done. I'll tell you, it doesn't take long in this pot. And if you want to see the details about this pot, you can look at my video where I show 8 different appliances that are low watt for van life. So we're going to count it as the 18 minutes, but since I turned it off, it was 20 minutes. So I was just hopping on to let you know I'm at my daughter's, so it was no need for me to just sit in my van and do this when I could just be in here and do it and have more space to record. But the rice is done, and if you're just wondering about the rice, I always cook my rice plain. Well, mostly always, unless I'm cooking it for a specific dish, then I'll add chicken bouillon to it. But I cook it plain because I can use it for more things. If I want to make some rice pudding with it, then I can do that. Or I can do whatever else. I can always flavor it later. I just wanted to add that. So next up we have my Dash 8-inch griddle, which is 760 watts. And we're going to see how long it takes to make a grilled cheese sandwich. So I have some Sara Lee artisan bread. I like the artisan bread now because these breads are lasting too long. And I usually get the honey, not the honey, the Hawaiian, but they didn't have any in the store that I went to. And I'm going to use some Sargento Colby Jack cheese. I'm going to go ahead and make the sandwich and I'll be back. All right, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and turn it on because it has to warm up first. So it has a blue light on there, and when that blue light goes off, it's ready. So we are using 754-ish watts, and we are at 81%. So I'm going to go ahead and put my butter in here. Try to do it with one hand. Alright. And I have put mayonnaise on the bread. And I have a couple pieces of cheese. I'm going to put that on here. See if I can get it on here straight. So it's not. There we go. Now let me get my other piece of bread. So here's my other piece of bread. And I'm going to put the lid down. And we are going to see what this turns out like just to make a grilled cheese sandwich. I don't think it's a need for the timer, or is it? So just for those of you who want to see how long it takes, I'm going to go ahead and put the timer on. So let's check on our sandwich. And we got brown on both sides. But I'm still going to put a little butter and flip it over. A little super brown for me, but that's okay. We just want to have to let the butter absorb, and then we'll take it out. Alrighty. Look at that cheese spill on the side. Let's take her out. Put it on the plate. Get a little bit of cheese. And there's our grilled cheese sandwich. Here's our timer. It took us 3 minutes and 30 seconds to make that grilled cheese. It could have been 3 minutes, and it would have been like a light brown instead, but whatever. We made it. So let's see what we're seeing here. We are at 75 watts. Let me unplug it. And we are down to 75 watts now for our Bluetti. So far we've done a pot of rice and we've done a grilled cheese sandwich, and we are down to 75% of our battery power on the Bluetti AC180. I have a couple more things that I want to show you, and we'll continue with the testing. Alright guys, next up I'm going to test this electric blankets. So remember, we are at We are at 75. We're going to turn this blanket on. Let's turn it on high. Oh, I gotta turn the AC on. Alright, let's put the blanket on high. And let's put this on for 10 minutes and see how much battery it takes. So we are at 75. And we're going to start the timer. So we can see that this is using 106 watts, and it says that it will run for 6 hours. Alright. Alright guys, so we are at the 10-minute mark, and let's see where we are on the Bluetti. We are at 73%, and it's still on high, and it is plugged in, and it is hot. Let's see what the app says. Alright guys, so I'm going to test this little heater, and and I will do a review on it at another time. But this one has two heat settings, 375 and 750 watt. So we're going to test it on the 750 watt, and we're going to run it for 5 minutes and see how much power it takes. So let's test this little heater. Let's plug her in. And we're going to put it on high. That's the 750 watts. So we see that we have this heater on. We are running at 740 watts, and we have 9 hours that is saying that it'll run for. Let's set our timer for 5 minutes. So our timer is set at 5 minutes, and let's see what happens. So while we're waiting for the heater to run for 5 minutes, I just wanted to say, if you want to take this information, you can just times it towards however long you think you'll be using each item. I didn't want to just run stuff all day. I did want to run the battery down so I can show you how fast it charges back up. So it's around 69% now. So we're going to take it and we're going to put it on the charger once we finish running the heater. But for all of these items, the pots, the hot pot and the griddle are in my video that I have for 8 low watt items to use in your van. I'll put the link down in the description box for you. As for the electric blanket, it was only running 95 to 100 watts on high, so you can judge accordingly to whatever electric blanket that you'll be purchasing or that you already have. And this heater is 350 on low and 750 on high, so we'll see the results of that in a minute. Alright, so our timer has gone off, and let's see what the Bluetti says. Oops. It is at 62%. And it was at 70 originally, so it went from 70 to 62 in 5 minutes, and I'll show you what the app says. So we are done with our little test. We have tested all the items to see what they would do. We tested 2 small appliances, an electric blanket, and an electric heater. So the AC180 did a great job. We're down to about 61% after all of that. And now we're going to charge it back up and see how long that takes. Okay, here we are. It is charging, pulling in 300 and, well, shoot, 500, 600, 700 watts, 800 watts, 900 watts. So it is pulling in the watts, y'all. So it can charge itself back up, and we are going to set a stopwatch to see how long it takes. And here's our stopwatch going. Let's see how long it takes to get from 60 all the way back up to 100. So the Bluetti does come with a screw in case you want to bolt it to something. I don't know what that's about. It comes with your warranty policy, and it comes with a user manual. It also comes with the cord for your solar charger and your DC to DC charger. I think that's what it's called. Also a 12-volt charger that will go in the front of the Bluetti, that port that's in the front. I also wanted to show you about the turbocharging and the warranty. Let's see. There are the cables. And there's about the 1 hour charging, the portable power supply, the capacity, how it charges everything. So here's what I wanted to show you. 5 years warranty, 10 years lifespan, and 3,500 plus life cycles. All right, we are back in business. So from 61% to 100% has taken about 25 minutes. If that gives you any idea about how long it takes to charge your Bluetti up. And in turbo mode it's faster, but from what I have read, turbo mode also lessens the life of your device, of your battery. Alright guys, so that's it for me. I just wanted to come on and show you my new power station, sponsored by my daughter. I didn't tell you that. My daughter asked me what I needed for my van life to be better, and so I told her I needed some more power, and this is what she got me. Not for Christmas, you guys. I got this before Christmas, but I'm just getting a chance to do the review on it. She also brought me the little heater that you saw, so when I'm on the road I don't have to worry about my power, because I still have my EB70S, which is 800 watts, and I have this one which is 1800 watts, and so I won't have to hoard my power anymore, because that's pretty much what I was doing. Because sometimes setting up the solar just gets on my nerves and it's not always sunny, so I kind of just cook with my cooktop, and now I will be able to use my appliances. I'm so happy about that, because that's why I got them, so I could use them. But I couldn't use too many in one day, because then I wouldn't have power later on to charge my tablet or my phone, or if I actually needed to use something, I wouldn't be able to use it, because the power goes down so fast. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my EB70S, and that's going to be solely for my refrigerator, and I'm going to get a 100 watt solar panel put on the roof just for that, just to keep that charged, because that one takes about 4 or 5 hours to charge on a regular electric socket. So now I can take this one into whatever, the library or Panera or Starbucks or whatever, and in 1 hour or an hour and 20 minutes I can have it charged back up to 100%. And that is my goal. That is what I wanted. I'm also going to get more solar, because I have 200 watts of solar panels that are portable but I'm just going to start out with the 100-watt flexible that I have. I'm going to get that installed on my roof, and then I'll add another 100 later, so I can have both of them. If I want to charge one or the other, I can do it that way as well. So I hope this video was helpful, and if you think it was helpful, share this with others that you know they're in van life or want to do van life, because a lot of people don't understand about the electric part and they don't know what to choose. Had I had the money when I first started, I would have gotten the AC180 instead, but I didn't have the money. So thanks to my daughter, I now have one. And also, let's get this video up to 500 likes, because that is my goal, to have a video that has 500 likes, and that way it moves me up in the algorithm and I can make more money, and thus I can travel more. That's the goal. So thank you guys for helping me out. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.